Okay, hi everyone, welcome back. Let's do a quick update on Near Protocol, and right now not a whole lot is actually happening, and I would argue things most likely are going according to what we said in the previous update. The only thing at the moment that you need to consider is this possibility suggesting hopefully this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave on the upside, indicating the final low in Near is already in. However, this doesn't necessarily mean that right in here you should open some long positions. I mean, sure, if you want to open some tactical positions in order to catch the next phase up for the sub waves of this wave 3 right in here, I guess fair enough, feel free to open some positions, and even the time to do that is not going to be probably right around the current area. I'm going to explain to you in a minute what is going on in here and why still I think we're gonna have a bit of a move down first. The point is, if you do not care about the short-term price action and you do not really want to be involved in this area, just wait a bit more and see two important things. Just wait a little bit and see, are we going to complete this 5 wave on the upside or not? And then after it, wait a little bit more as well and see, are we going to successfully get a break of this important area of resistance and reclaim it as a very strong support area or not? The moments that we do this, I think at that point we can be bullish with like much more confidence. On the other hand, if our 5 wave is going to end before we reclaim this level, then okay, still you need to be patient, because after a 5 wave up according to the bullish scenario, what are we going to have? You know it, a very slow and god awful, boring, terrible consolidation pattern on the downside. And assuming that you are able to identify the correct subwaves, you know what, fair enough, right around the lows can be a buy opportunity. Bottom line is this: if you are not a short-term trader, right now in here there isn't really a whole lot for you to do, and it's just honestly a bit of a waiting game. Now, having said this, let's go on 15-minute time frame, and maybe it's best to go on a chart that, unless we are having better candlesticks, let's try trading view. Yeah, there we go, we do have better looking candlesticks here. Okay, so first things first, I'm not really sure if you are a fan of classic patterns, but if you like them, I guess fair enough, this can be a beautiful head and shoulder structure. However, it's very important to understand this pattern, at least at the moment, is not really confirmed yet. You need to be a bit patient and see, are we going to successfully get a confirmed break of the next line or not? What do I mean by that? I mean, we go under the line and then we do a slow and choppy pullback followed by yet another move down, and the moment that in this phase down we end up taking this initial low in here, fair enough, this head and shoulder is confirmed and it is going to send us down to where, okay, if you want to have your targets only and only based on this pattern, simple actually, let's just measure the height of our pattern from here to about this point and put it as our breaking point. This is giving you about, let's say, a $1.25 in here. Ultimately, if you do not believe this is a head and shoulder structure, then okay, may I suggest just pay attention to this ascending channel right in here. Where is it? There we go. We are having something like this at the moment, and pay attention to the fact that we do have quite a bit of overlapping of the waves, meaning maybe bulls are running out of steam in this area and bears are taking charge, which this scenario will be confirmed once more the moment that we get a break of this channel on the downside. On the other hand, though, if we end up having a move up from this area and get a break out of this channel, at that point actually expect this move up to get accelerated quite a bit. Why? Because between the highs, we talked about this also in the previous video as well, we clearly do have some bearish divergences in various time frames in MACD, and the moment that we get a break out of this channel, I'm going to say at the same time we are going to break the divergence line, and that is going to cause a rather sharp move on the upside. So if we get a break out of here, our move up is going to get accelerated. If we get a breakdown, expect, I would say, bare minimum, a bit of a 10 to 15% correction. And what's going to be my primary case? You know it, it's unfortunately going to be the bearish one. Why is that? Let's go back on our own chart from Binance. There we go. Okay, you see, in your protocol, number one, I do think most likely we are dealing with a 5 wave impulsive structure up in here. And what happens after a 5 wave? You know it, a correction structure. And I'm thinking this is going to be into a wave 2, and it's very important to understand Elliott Wave wise for our wave 2, we argue in most cases, not always, but definitely in most cases, we are going to have a rather deep move on the downside. Reason number 2 for why I think this is going to cause a bit of a breakdown here is actually coming down to gaps. You see, when we got this move up, it happened just a little bit too fast, and as a result of it, on some time frames, we did create this important gap between, let's say, 1.18 to about $1.23, and I do think that gaps 95+% of the time are going to get filled. So since at the same time I also believe we're going to have a deep move down into our wave 2, makes sense to consider this area as a likely target, meaning yeah, we are probably going to have something like a 15 to maximum, I would say 17-18% move on the downside. And let's hope that this is going to be a bit of a slow and choppy move down, so we can maybe for like very short term open a bit of a long position in here with our stop loss under the lows around, let's call it $1.1, and our target, I would say probably somewhere around $1.6-1.7 area, meaning what? You are having a risk to reward ratio of, at that point, somewhere around 1 to 4 to 1 to 5. And I don't know about you guys, from my POV, this trade is going to be absolutely amazing, and I know for a fact that if I open trades long enough like this, overall on the margin, I am going to end up making a decent bit of money. So again, my thoughts are still the same in your protocol, but just to make sure that the move down is coming, let's see, are we going to get a break of this important line or not, and confirm our head and shoulder structure. And I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in your chart. And until the next update, I hope you have a wonderful time. Goodbye.